morning guys, welcome back to my channel. I am in the middle of getting myself ready for the day and I thought I would show you kind of like my updated quick and easy makeup routine, and everything is pregnancy friendly as well. So I wanted just to update you on a few of the products that I'm really loving. Starting out with my CC cream. This is from Juice Beauty. I've mentioned this in a few other videos. I'm still really loving this. I have the shade Sun-Kissed Glow and it gives just a very slight tint to the skin. It's nothing like a foundation. It's very minimal, but I use it for the SPF. It has an SPF of 30 and this is a physical sunscreen, which is really important, especially if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. And I've always just preferred a physical SPF over a chemical SPF because I feel like it's a lot more gentle on my skin. It doesn't irritate my skin as much, doesn't break me out. So I've already applied this on my face. It's the last step of my skincare routine. Now I'm gonna go in with concealer. So I really love the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is pregnancy safe, but an even more natural option to this would be the ILIA. This is the True Skin Serum Concealer, but I feel like the color that I have is a little bit too dark for my skin tone, like for my under eyes. So I use this more for like around my face and the color is really nice for that. But today I'm just gonna use this as this color works really well for me for under my eyes and also around my face. So pop this under like that. And a little bit around my nose and mouth. And a little bit between my brows too. And then I just take any excess over my eyelids too. And I'm gonna set that in place with the ILIA Fade Into You Soft Focus Finishing Powder. I feel like this is kind of a more natural dupe for the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, which I still love, but I do try to use this one more often, especially if it's like a quick kind of everyday. I mean, I don't wear makeup every single day, but you know, not like a super fancy occasion or anything like that. Just have a little bit on the cap here, and I'm gonna take the same brush and set the concealer. And a little between my brows as well. Next, I'm gonna do my brows with my brow powder duo from Anastasia. This is my favorite. So first, just brushing up my brow hairs and then just filling in any little gaps and perfecting the shape. For a little bronzer, I've been really into the Radiant Bronze Light by Hourglass. It's so pretty. It has a really nice like sheen to it as well. It's not glittery, it's just like luminous, and it's so pretty, I think, especially for spring and summer. I think I've also been really into this since our trip, since I got a bit of a tan on my body, and I like to just like bronze up my face a little bit to match it. And then I also take some into my crease. And a little bit underneath my lower lash line too. And then for blush, I've been using the Crushed Rose blush by RMS Beauty. It's a beautiful like pop of pink. I love a rosy blush. I feel like it just really wakes up your face. It makes you look so nice and like youthful and fresh. And then I always take some across my nose too. A little bit on my forehead, a little on my chin. I take a little bit more and I put it across my lids as well. Like a nice flush of color on the lids, and I think it really ties everything together. And then for blush, I like the RMS Beauty Luminizing Powder. It looks like this. I feel like this is also kind of a natural dupe for the Becca Champagne Pop, which is another one of my favorite highlighters. And I take a little bit into the inner corners as well. And I'm gonna curl my lashes. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Lash Curler. And then for mascara, I've been really into the Merit Perfect Black Lengthening Mascara. This is so nice. It's also a clean formula. Okay, I just adjusted the setup a little bit because the sun came out and got really bright, so hopefully you can see a little bit better. But yeah, the last thing I'm gonna do is apply a little bit of lip liner. This is the MAC Boldly Bare. Let me know if you guys have like a good natural dupe for this color. And then I'm just going to top it with a little bit of the Super Cindy lipstick by Charlotte Tilbury. This is like a little bit more of a pink version compared to the Pillow Talk, which I loved for so many years as well. But again, this has like a little bit more of a pink undertone to it, which I really like. So that is my makeup look, just really quick. This takes me less than 10 minutes to do. I don't do this every day, but if I want to feel like a little bit more put together, if I'm taking pictures, filming, Zoom calls, any appointments and stuff like that, this has been my go-to and I really love it. And I'll make sure to have all of the products listed for you down below in the description box with links as well if you guys want to check any of them out. But yeah, I also wanted to say a huge thank you for all of your love and super sweet comments under our announcement video. We posted it like 2 days ago now, and the love has been so nice and we both feel it. Like I feel it and the baby feels it, and we are so excited. It's just such an exciting time. There are so many things going on in my mind. I'm so curious about who this little person is going to be and their personality. And yeah, I've just really been reading a lot and just trying to prepare myself as much as I can, both physically and mentally. For me, I'm the kind of person that I want to be as prepared as possible, and I feel like that's the way that I manage challenges and, you know, big life changes and things like that, is just being as prepared as possible. Of course, I think nothing is going to actually prepare you until you're actually in the moment and you have to figure things out. But I think for me, that's something that's really worked a lot. It's just really kind of like studying on the topic and getting myself as prepared as possible, and even just mentally like planning things like how I'm going to organize myself and my work and everything that's going to go with it. So finding that balance and just navigating through all of that is going to be really interesting, but I'm so ready for it. Anyway, I want to say a big thank you to all of you, and you guys mean the world to me, and your love and your support and your kind messages. I'm so grateful that I can share my life with you and hopefully inspire some of you and bring you some joy, and that genuinely makes me so happy and it makes me feel so fulfilled. So thank you guys so much for being there and being supportive and loving. I really appreciate it. And of course, sharing this whole journey with you guys. I know that some of you are also expecting, or if you are gonna have kids in the future, or if you've had kids before, maybe you can relate to these topics that I will share about like in the next few videos throughout my pregnancy. So yeah, lots of exciting things to come for sure this year. Going back to the topic of beauty and makeup, I think it's so important, especially if you love like a no makeup look, is to feel really confident in your skin and to take really good care of your skin. You guys know this is something I am so passionate about, and I love the feeling of when my skin is healthy and strong and when it feels good. So I put a lot of emphasis on skincare in my life, but not just when it comes to my skincare routine with the products that I'm using, but just lifestyle things that I think are so important and that can really add up, like staying hydrated, making sure that you're having your greens, that you are exercising, moving your body so that the blood flow is going. The better the circulation, the more nutrients go to your skin. And small things as well, like making sure that your makeup brushes are clean before you use them, that the towels that you use on your face are clean. I have a dedicated little basket in our bathroom with small white towels that I just use for my face, and that makes a huge difference. Something else that I love that I've been talking about for so many years is actually in our bedroom, and that is how we sleep. I love sleeping on a silk pillowcase, and it's something that I've been doing for so many years and I swear by it. I really notice the difference when we travel and we go to a hotel and I don't have my silk pillowcase. I see the difference in the quality of my hair. Like my hair is a lot more frizzy, and I definitely definitely noticed that my skin is also a little bit more dry because with cotton it's way more absorbent than silk. So silk will actually absorb less of the moisture from both your skin and from your hair, and that includes from your skincare products as well. They also just feel so soft and luxurious on your skin, and like when you're laying on them, it's just one of those nice little things that just makes life feel a little bit more luxurious. It just makes you feel a little bit more pampered and, you know, taken care of. And especially when we sleep as well, you know, we spend so much of our life actually sleeping and laying down. So I actually invest a lot into my bed. Not that I have like super expensive bedding or anything like that, but just having sheets that I like, taking care of them, getting them ironed once they're washed. It just makes the whole experience that much more special and luxurious. And also silk is antibacterial and hyperallergenic as well. So there are so many benefits to sleeping on silk. And actually I have a code today for the brand of silk pillowcases that I really love. They are from Lily Silk, and the code is AnnieJ15, and that will get you 15% off everything on Lily Silk, including all of their bedding, their pillowcases. I think it's important to note as well that not all silk is created equally. So Lily Silk just use mulberry silk, which is a really high quality form of silk. They are also a zero waste company. They work with a brand called TerraCycle, and they are a world-renowned recycling company committed to zero waste production. And Lily Silk only use natural fibers. There are no synthetic fibers within their silk. And I feel like the price points on their products are really good as well. The quality is great, but they're not too crazy expensive, especially with the 15% off code as well, which is again AnnieJ15. So here is a closer look at the silk pillowcases. You can see they have this really nice sheen to them. They are so soft and luxurious, and I have two different kinds. So this is the one without the like envelope, so it just fits directly onto the pillow, and then this pillow is a little bit bigger, and here we have the one that's like the envelope style. So you have this little decorative piece here, which I think is really pretty. And again, the quality is so beautiful. It feels so soft and luxurious, and they also come in lots of different colors. I'll make sure to have the details of the exact pillowcases and colors and styles that I have down below in the description box for you. They also have a few other types of products on their website. These are a few of my other favorites that I think are so cute. So they have silk scrunchies as well, and then this is really cool. This is actually a sleeping cap which has silk on both the inside and also on the outside. So if you have very frizzy hair or very dry hair, you're trying to regrow your hair or strengthen it in any way, then sleeping with this could be really helpful because you're again allowing less friction and less like movement of your hair, which causes a lot less breakage and frizziness when you wake up. And then I thought I would also show this. So this is actually a set that I think would be so nice for a gift, birthday present, Mother's Day. So it comes all together and you get one silk pillowcase. This silk, I'm totally blanking on what this is called, but it's for your eyes, for your face when you sleep, to block out the light, and it's so soft. Again, the quality is just so beautiful and I love the design of it. And then it also comes with a silk sleeping cap as well that you can wear to protect your hair, whether you're at home or traveling. They also do silk pajamas and nightgowns and even blouses. I was actually wearing one in my last vlog. Just a really great like white silk blouse that is so versatile. I love that blouse so much. I'll have it linked for you guys down below as well. Yeah, they just really have so many great silk products. So if you want to check any of them out, I will have everything that I mentioned linked down below for you guys. And again, you can use the code AnnieJ15 to save 15% off the entire site. Also, as we're here in the bedroom, some of you might know that we sleep with two covers, like two duvets, and this is seriously life-changing, you guys. It was one of the best things that we did for our sleep. I did a whole video where I talked about like my sleep tips, and this is definitely one of them because Mo and I both like to like burrito ourselves into the duvets, and we were constantly waking up like pulling the blankets from one another. But two blankets is seriously life-changing. But one of the main reasons it took me so long to make the change is I didn't want the bed to look weird, because I actually love how a bed looks like with a big duvet cover on it. But this is kind of how we've been doing it, like on an everyday basis. So we just fold the duvets in half and we line up the like folded side like this in the middle with each other. And I feel like that's the nicest way to do it, just like on a quick basis. But if we want to make it look like super pretty, we do have this really large kind of throw blanket, bed blanket that we put over the entire bed, and it just looks like one kind of duvet, and that kind of evens out the bed as well. But this is how we do it on an everyday basis, and I'm actually very happy with this, and we sleep really, really well in here. I just finished up my lunch, and I've been wanting to show you guys the new carpet that we have here in our kitchen. I'm so in love with it. It's got this really nice kind of antique feel to it, and I love the colors and the tones. It has like kind of a light blue grayish color in there with this little bit of a tan, which kind of goes with our floors. Yeah, I think it's so pretty, and it just looks nice and like homey. It's quite different from the other one that we had in here before, which by the way went through kind of a disastrous situation. So we were actually cooking in here the other day and something pretty large spilled on it. We tried to wash it, we dried it outside, but it still had like a really funky smell on it. So unfortunately it did not make it, but this one is really beautiful, and actually really prefer this style. So this is from West Wing. I will have it linked for you guys down below, but I think it is so pretty. I love the style of it, and I think it fits so nicely here in the kitchen. I am now out on my walk, and the weather, you guys, is so nice. Like, I'm kind of surprised, like kind of shocked. I think it's around like 11-12 degrees. It's not that cold, and I'm really loving it right now. I'm just really soaking it in. Yeah, it's beautiful and sunny as well. And you guys probably know I've been doing my 10,000 steps a day since, what was it, like February or so when I made the video about it, and I've still been doing that every day. So yeah, when it's sunny like this and warm, it just makes it like extra nice. Good morning, guys. It is a new day, and I'm about to do a little strength workout, and I thought I would give you an update on the baby and on how far along I am. I know a lot of you guys asked that in my last video. Okay, I've just rolled down my shorts so you can see a little bit better, but this is the bump right now. I am 18 weeks, just a little bit over 18 weeks. And the last time I went for my sonogram, the baby was measuring at 15 centimeters, and that was a few weeks ago. But it's crazy that literally it's like 15 centimeter, or probably now 16, 17, because they grow so fast. Yeah, a little baby like that big is in my belly. But yeah, this is the belly update. And from the front, you can't really tell, like maybe just a little bit, but definitely from the side. And also in the mornings, it's usually a lot flatter, and then it kind of just like progresses in size as the day goes on. And then obviously at night, like before I go to bed, is when it's the biggest. And I think that's my digestion and like my intestines and everything. This is the belly at 18 weeks. So cute. But yeah, I'm gonna do a strength workout today. So I've got my weights out over there. This is my setup when I work out here. And I just put the mat a little bit on the side. I've got my weights there, and then I still have this area here to do lunges, squats. And one of my favorite platforms or channels that I really love for strength workouts when it comes to pregnancy and like prenatal safe exercises is the Nourish Move Love channel. She is amazing, but like she's pretty intense, so I don't always follow her exactly to the T, because obviously you have to modify to you, and she is obviously like so fit and trained. I would consider myself pretty fit too, but she's like, she's on another level. Anyway, so I modify when I need to, but she's great, like a really strong kind of challenging class, and I like to do those a couple of times per week, again using weights. And then I also love to mix in Pilates and yoga, but strength training has been huge in my pregnancy. Even before I got pregnant, I really love it for toning my muscles. Yeah, incorporating weights has always given me really great results, and I feel like if I'm in the mood for it and I feel strong and my body craves it, then I've been doing it. But of course, there are days when I don't feel like doing anything. I listen to my body, but for the most part, I've really been into strength training this pregnancy. I'll do a whole video on like pregnancy workouts and things that I love, like specific videos, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, that is what I'm gonna do this morning. I'm just gonna put my hair up and get started. Okay, so we are in the car. I'm here with Mo.
Hey guys.
We're about to go do something kind of fun. I am quite excited about this. So we are gonna go and test drive a new car today. We have a little one on the way, and we need a car that's like a little bit more functional, especially for the back with the car seat and everything like that, and with the stroller. So we're gonna be test driving the Range Rover, two different kinds, the Velar and the Sports. We've actually driven these cars before when we were in LA 2 years ago. We were there for a month and a half, and we had the Sport, right? In LA.
We had the Sport, yeah.
The Sport. And we loved driving it. It's one of my favorite cars. I really do enjoy the car. I think it's beautiful, it's functional, it is big, like it's very big. But my only thing is that where we live, it's not very like big car friendly. You know, obviously it's very different compared to the US, or even in Dubai when we were there a couple of weeks ago. We also had a Range Rover and we really enjoyed it. But here, like, parking spaces are not that huge, and even like the roads and everything. So we're just gonna go and try it out today and see how I feel. Like Mo, he feels very comfortable in the car, but obviously we're not always going to be together. So I'm gonna go and test drive it, and we're gonna see how it is. And apparently there are new like cameras and parking aids and things like that, so we're gonna go and test all of that out. Okay, so this is one of the cars that we are test driving today. This is the Velar. It's the one that's slightly smaller, and then this is the Sport that we're also gonna try out. Okay, we are in the first car. This is the Velar. One good point is that the camera kind of like balances on the dashboard, which is great. It does not do that in our other car. But the plan is now that we're going to go to all the places that I normally go to, like the supermarket. There are two different parkings, or three actually, parking like houses that we park in the city when I have to go run errands and things like that. So we're going to go to all the places that we go to usually a lot, so that Mo can help me and that we can just like see how I feel with the driving and with the parking and all of that.
Actually, the nice thing about this car is that, or lots of cars have that, but it's a 3D camera, so in case you feel like I'm not in the right road or I'm over my line or anything, you can actually see exactly. So this makes you more comfortable, and you can turn around the camera and see where your car's standing, so you have a better view.
This, yeah, like
this is nothing that you would look at now, but
yeah, I'm surprised it's still on. But
yeah,
okay,
you can put it off if you want. But
it's good. It's really good for parking. I assume. Yeah. I mean, so far it's nice. I look like such a newbie.
No, you're just getting into the feeling of driving a new car, and that's okay. But Annie, actually, to say, we test drove like years ago a car that was also a Range Rover, but the car was no cameras, and I didn't even remember if it had a peeping, you know, forth and back on the front and back. But this one is very, I mean, it's then more modern the car, then newer, then more technical options it has, and I think it's very important to feel comfortable and to feel that, you know, that you're having fun during driving. That's the most important.
Okay, we're approaching one of the first let's call them like challenges.
I feel like
challenge one.
I feel like a driving teacher, you know?
It's like we're in a video game and we have to get all the challenges, like get all the goodies.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is with the supermarket, it's all on the side parking, so there is a garage, but I never go into the garage, to be honest, because I'm like in and out. So yeah, it's gonna be like side parking, which is fine, but it's just about obviously space. So let's see.
Let's see.
Challenge number 1.
I mean, this one's smaller on the left.
Reverse.
Park like you normally park.
Yeah. Okay. But why don't I see? Oh, here I see.
Yeah. But go straight first, a little bit more. Straight. Yeah. Straight in. Here you go.
See?
Okay.
Wow, but you see, I would look at this space and I would think that's a really big space, and this is actually what we would need for this car.
So, you're in.
I want to look how much space I have, like, with my eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm very far away from there's a lot of space, actually, still.
Just take another road. Now you got a feeling for it, and it's always normal, you know, when you get a new car you have to get a feeling for the parking, because it's a totally different feeling. Test driving. She's doing good. The most important is that you don't let people stress you, okay? So if there's a Mo behind you, leave him out.
I always tell him that, like, he gets so impatient with other drivers. I'm like, maybe it's their first time driving, okay? Maybe they're not from here.
And he's like, maybe his wife is pregnant.
Now, like, if someone's like driving crazy or rushing,
like somebody's honking, you know, like it just got green and it's like honking. I'm like, what the hell is going wrong with this guy? She's like, maybe his wife is pregnant or he needs to pee. All right, next station we go to the city.
No, next is our home.
Okay, our home. Okay guys, I think 1.5 hours later, she had,
I almost, like, no, seriously, I almost had a meltdown.
we went to the smallest parking garage because obviously the goal is to go into something that is really difficult. Like if you have a new car, it's a new parking situation. Like you have to move the car differently than you move the other car. So you have to get into it.
Park here.
There's a parking? Yeah.
Can
okay.
we?
Yeah. You can park here.
Yeah,
yeah, that's fine. So we found a parking and he's doing it.
I mean, this is like kind of tight, but
I would have already moved earlier, but I think, yeah. But you're fully in. So,
oh my god.
guys,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
look at this. She made it.
Yeah,
We see the other. Wait, can we see the other? I mean, you see it here. So she is all the way in here. She made it.
I'm very close. I'm like good.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we are back home. That was definitely an experience for sure. The thing is, I genuinely love both of the cars, and obviously Mo is like fully obsessed. Like if it was up to him, we would have gotten that car a long time ago. Again, just with the streets here and with the parking garages being so small, and like just generally like parking spaces outside on the streets, like they're very, very tiny, and it's very rare that you find like a very big spot. I can already assume that with a baby, it's already going to be more like busy and a bit more stressful than if you're just by yourself. So to minimize like additional stress around that, I don't want to have the car being like another issue that I can't park, and then I'm late, and then I'm flustered, and then maybe the baby gets flustered. Like if we can avoid or minimize the amount of stress involved, like that's where my head is at. But I think the first car that we drove, the LAR, I think that is going to be the one that we go for eventually when we need to give back our car that we have currently. So we're not like in a super big rush, but sometimes these things take a long time to order, and yeah, we just don't want to be like too last minute. So that is hopefully going to be the car that we're gonna get. Definitely the Sport was out of the question for me. Like as soon as I sat in that car, like it's beautiful, I love it, it feels like amazing to be in the car, but it is a little bit bigger than the LAR. So yeah, that is the car that we're gonna be going for, and Mo is really happy and I'm happy too. I think I just have to get used to the dimensions of the car, like how it works, the wheels, like turning and all of that, like when you know, turn into park and things like that. But I think it's like that with almost every car. Like if you get a new car, it always takes a little bit of time to adjust. I have also been looking at car seats for the baby, and I found a really great one from, I think the brand is Nuna, and it like rotates. I'll see if I can pop in a picture here. When I saw that, I was like, wow, that's so cool, like so great, because then you don't have to like bend over on the side to get the baby out, but you can just like twist the seat and then twist it back and it locks in place. So yeah, I was also kind of imagining that in the car, and it was making me very happy. I have to say, it was like, you know, one step closer to meeting our baby and just like starting that whole new chapter of our lives. Anyway, I am going to wrap up this video now. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. The next couple of videos that I have coming up are like more pregnancy related, so like sit down videos. Hopefully those are going to be really fun and interesting for you guys to watch as well. I've been so curious about pregnancy and just the whole process for so many years. So now that I'm in it and that I have been experiencing it for a while, it's like, it's so much fun, and I want to share those experiences with you guys. So yeah, I have 2 sit-down videos coming up where we go more into depth on a few of the things that I've experienced so far. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you're all having a beautiful day. As always, make sure to check the description box down below for everything that I mentioned, talked about. I'll try to have as many things down below for you as possible. I hope that you're all having a nice day. Thanks so much again for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.